Hi guys, today I'm gonna solve Bastard from HackTheBox and show you the techniques to hack this box. Let's see. So the IP is 10.10.10.9. So we're gonna just start -SC for save scripts, for SV for memorized versions, then -V for verbose, 10.10.10.9 for the IP, for OA Bastard for outputting in all formats, and name the file as Bastard. So the port scan is completed. Port 80 HTTP port is open. We see that there is Microsoft IIS version 7.5, and we see some directories found from robots.txt file. We also see 2 ports open, remote procedure calls. So I'm gonna go with the HTTP port. Okay. So I'm checking out 10.10.10.9. So it's a Drupal page with a Drupal logo saying that powered by Drupal. So it asks for username and password. So whenever I see an application on a box, I generally check the name and if there is a source code in GitHub or something, so that maybe I can find some files that can reveal some confidential information. So that, as you can see, there's this Drupal page under GitHub. So I'm gonna check out if there is anything that can be useful. Also, I will combine the information I see from the nmap output. As you can see, there's this changelog.txt file. It probably shows the version of Drupal. So I'm just gonna check this out. Changelog.txt. So as you can see, the version is Drupal 7.54. So I'm gonna check this out if there is any public exploit available for this version. So in the first page, it shows that there is an attack which will lead to remote code execution. It gives the proof of concept for the attack. So I'm gonna check out if there is any written exploit in source exploit. Hopefully we'll get one for Drupal. So let me see this in a bigger way. We see for 7.x remote code execution. That can work out for me. Let's see. Source exploit. There is -x option to examine the file. It's very similar to less command. So I see that this is a remote code execution. So there are 3 stages. First, use SQL injection, then alter the cache and restore the cache. So there are probably some areas that I need to modify in this exploit, such as the URL, endpoint path, if this REST endpoint exists on the on this web server or not. We're gonna check this out. And there is this file name and the data associated with it. I am gonna check this out too, probably. So the other stages will be default. So let's jump in. Let's open a new tab and copy this file and save it as Drupal.php. Let me see the Drupal.php file here. So let's clear these. No need for them. PHP. What's this doing in here? Weird. Okay. So okay, these are generics. I'm gonna change the URL, which is HTTP 10.10.10.9. It's in the root web root directory. So I'm gonna check out if there is such endpoint. Let's start a GoBuster for 10, 10, 10, 9. For I generally use cyclic. Discovery, the content, common.txt or big.txt. I generally use these two. If I don't get anything useful using these word lists, I generally use the ones under here. Let me show you direction under user share, word lists, debuster, the one that's in here, directory list, small txt or medium txt. I generally use these two if I don't get anything useful with the list from cyclists. So let's see if we have such thing as a REST endpoint. Okay, this can go on. I will check it out later. So I'm gonna write some new PHP codes in here. So yeah, I guess this box requires some PHP knowledge. Hopefully I have it. So I'm just gonna call it PHP code, the variable, and put everything, EOD, all the PHP code between them. Sorry, not here, EOD, yeah. So I'll start the PHP code here, close everything related to it. Okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, let me just put some comments here to understand what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna use this remote code execution attack to upload files to Windows box using PHP, and I am just gonna execute the file on Windows box using PHP. So let's just fill the contents of the PHP code in it. I'm just gonna say if. Okay, so I'll say is set if there is this parameter in the request called fupload. Okay, do what? Let's see. I'm gonna use the function file put contents. If I can type. And put the contents for request fupload, and the value will be the content come from this function file get contents of what. I'll basically will just give my own IP address. Is 10, 10, 14, 11 hopefully, and I will just start a simple HTTP server, quite a simple HTTP server, and concatenate with the request fupload. If you don't know the syntax of these functions, you can just check the default page of PHP. It's really helpful. I use it a lot. So okay, this one is for to upload files on the Windows box using PHP code. So I'm also gonna write a similar if statement to just execute the file that is uploaded. So if, how am I doing this? Is set request fexec. Okay, do what? Let's see. Then I will just say this is the technique by inserting this HTML code by tags shall exec request fexec, and then concatenate again and close the pre tag. Okay. Let me see if this looks fine. Shell exec request fexec. I close the pre tags. I can just get rid of these lines, not necessary now. I just written it for you to make it more obvious. So if I have such a directory as REST endpoint, I will just leave it as it is. Do we have such thing? We're still waiting. All right. So yeah, Kalisa, I generally use his name in the boxes that I saw. So data will be the variable I created now, PHP code. And I'm just saying that take all this PHP code and save it in kalisa.php. I mean, just call the code using this kalisa.php file. So anything else that is useful for me? Not yet. REST endpoint, is there such thing? So since this is not the first time I saw this box, you will just see that there's no such thing as REST endpoint directory, but only a directory called REST. And when I just go to the page and say REST, the directory that I found from GoBuster, I'll just see that REST endpoint has been set up successfully. So I was right. The endpoint path should be REST, only REST, and endpoint will be REST endpoint. That should be fine. I'm saving the file, and I'm just gonna run this Drupal.php script. Oh, I have an error. Perfect. It always happens to me. So 76. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Why is this here? Interesting. Okay, I saved it and run the code one more time. So yeah, file written under Kelly setup PHP direct. I probably just I just missed a semicolon here. Syntax error. Okay. So execute the PHP code here. And it just written the file under cal.php. Is it working? Yeah, the file exists. So I'm just gonna check out if code execution, command execution actually works or not. I say do, and voila, it's just working. So what I'm gonna do is I am basically just gonna upload the netkit.exe file to get a shell from this Windows box. So let me see where it's located. I'm sure that I have netget.exe in my server in somewhere. Let's see where it is. Okay, get this one. Copy netget.exe here. Okay, so I will just gonna say basically save the file netget.exe by uploading in here. If upload is equal to netget.exe, and I will say fexec is equal to naked.exe 1010, sorry, 1411, and the port, listening port, is 7777. And I need to fire up the simple HTTP server because, you know, I've just written the port 8000 in here, you know, in case it will just upload a file. So yeah, simple HTTP server is running. I will basically just upload the file naked.exe and call a shell by simply saying cmd exe. So let's listen the port here somewhere else. Let's see, naked -nlvp 777 to listen the port on my box, and voila, we have a shell. So this was the first part of this machine to get a low privilege shell. If I say who am I will just say NT authority I user. So I need to escalate privileges on this box. There are a couple of steps you can do, there are a couple of ways you can do. So I'm just gonna go, when I get a shell on a Windows box, I check out the system info. There are a couple of ways to find the suggested exploits for the box. You just copy the system info output and save it in a txt file, the system info, and we just save it. Okay. There's this Python script called Windows Exploit Suggester, so I have it somewhere. Let's find out where is it. Windows Exploit Suggester or something. I'm not sure. It will be better if I just put it in a bastard directory before I record this video. But yeah, I just copied in here. So I generally just first say Windows Exploit Suggester Python update. I guess that's the correct syntax. Yeah. So I'm gonna continue with saying -- system info. What's the file name? System info. So database will be the one that is written in here. So let's see what will it give me. I can basically just try all of these exploits that's given in here with this MS numbers, or else I can just move on with my own knowledge. I know that there is an exploit for 2008 R2 and R1 servers. Let me show you. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. It's probably Chimchurri or Chimchurri. I'm not sure. But there's this exploit. Let me show you if this one works out for me or not. As you can see, it works perfectly fine for Windows 2008 R1 and R2 servers, also for Windows Vista and Windows 7 servers. So yes, this one can work out. I'll try it out. And there is another very cool page that I generally use, and let's see, there is this Windows privilege escalation guide that people can use while solving boxes. There's this really cool part of this blog by saying which exploit works on which environment. Let me show you here. Yeah. So as you can see, if there is no such update for this version, all of the Windows 2008 servers are affected by this exploit. So as we can see, the hotfix is NA, so none of the updates are uploaded for this version, so probably the exploit will just work fine for us. We know that we have a file upload function in here, so if I just send the Chimchurri or Chimchurri, I'm really sorry about the pronunciation, I don't know how to pronounce this word. So let me find the file one more time. Kim something. Oh my goodness. Dev null, yeah. Chim something, I suppose. Never mind. The exploit should work out. That's all I care about actually. So copy this to my bastard directory. Where am I? Yeah, here. So I will just basically upload this file. Are we still listening? Yeah, simple HTTP server is still on. I will just upload it. No execute is necessary. Let's see if it worked out or not. Okay. See there. As you can see, we uploaded the file. You can just use this Chimchurri exe here to escalate privileges. So I'm just gonna listen on port 8888, and I'm just gonna run this Chimchurri exe as 10, 10, 14, 11, 8888 to execute it as anti-authority system. Let's see who am I now, anti-authority system, and the box is done. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you on my next video. Bye guys.